Hey guys, Corey Ogilvy here. Today I'm going to teach you what I think is the golden rule of video shooting and editing. One thing, yeah, believe it or not. Obviously there's many other rules, but this is one of those fundamental things that if you get it wrong, I don't think there's any possible way that your work can look good. I don't know how else to say that. So this is just my opinion, guys. I'm wrong a lot. So please do leave a comment. If you see something, let me know. But let's take a look and check it out. So I've called it the KISS rule, which means keep it simple and stable. You know, if you go to Netflix, I challenge you, just pause it right now, jump over to Netflix and play any film. And what you'll see, if you look for it, you'll go, oh yeah, wow, like these high-level cinematographers, their shots are actually excessively simple and stable, right? And the simplicity is important because it's about simplicity of camera movement, right? It's really tempting when you get a gimbal or when you get a slider or just handheld to really explore the different options with camera movement, and you should. But in the final product, in your work, you have to pare it down a little bit, right? You have to do really simple shots. Otherwise, what happens is the cinematography gets noticed. And like most art forms, the best cinematography is the cinematography that you don't notice. Now, at my wedding company, a good example of simplicity and how we enforce it with our shooters is we call it one element shots. Now, what's a one element shot? Basically, it's designed to keep people from doing, for example, on a slider, if you're doing a dolly, don't also do a pan, because that's two elements, right? Or sorry, a tilt. That's two elements. And as soon as you try to combine multiple elements into shots, especially at weddings, what happens is error, right? And then you have to rehearse and you have to practice. And next thing you know, you've missed 5 or 6 shots that you can get. You want excessive simplicity in your camera movement so that you don't distract from the content. Of course, there's exceptions to this rule. Certain travel vloggers, you know, they love to do the crazy running gimbals and stuff, but you'll even notice those gimbals are usually just one element, right? They're just moving one direction. Very rarely do you see them start panning, tilting, racking during the gimbal move. So that's simplicity. The stable part, of course, is linked to simplicity, because if you're aiming to get simple shots, of course they're going to be more stable. But this is also a physiological item, right? As a shooter, you physiologically have to damn well make sure that your camera, no matter what, when recording, stays stable. The exception, of course, is for an action scene or a war scene or something. Otherwise, if the camera shakes, again, you break that kind of fundamental guideline, which is the best cinematography is the cinematography you don't notice. Well, you sure notice it when it's shaky. Now, a lot of people kind of roll their eyes when I say stable. They go, oh, of course my stuff is stable. But if you actually watch, you'll see that it's not. It's not too much of it is, and you can probably improve quite a bit. It takes a lot of discipline, physiological discipline, but it's worth it. It makes your edits go smoother and your work is much higher quality. So taken together, that's the KISS rule. Now, as an editor, it's super important on many levels, right? Of course, when you're curating highlights, always curate the simple and stable shots. Curate the shots where the cinematography is subtle enough that it's not noticeable that the shooter's trying to be fancy, right? Also, as an editor, socially, right? What you want to do is make sure if shooters are missing the mark. If you notice that shooters are trying 2-element, 3-element shots and they keep missing it, it's really important that you give them feedback and let them know, and give them feedback on the lines of this video, right? Just explain that it's really important that you keep your shots simple and stable, especially at weddings, because weddings, it's all about economic shooting. Now, if you have really shaky footage, we actually designed an AI plugin, and yes, this is a product plug, that removes shake. It automatically scans your footage and removes it. So when you're editing, you can get a lot more flow. Think of it like a digital assistant editor. that can really help you as well. It can actually kind of coach you, right? Because you can see the shake that it removes and you can actually look at it and go, ooh, if I had a bad shoot, that shoot. So check it out. It's AI powered. It really, really helps me and my company, Glimmer Films. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope this helps you become a little bit better shooter and editor. Make sure you subscribe below, and we'll see you next time.